Hey all, it's Tara again. I'm here on this Sunday afternoon making a Mirena IUD update. So, after my first Mirena IUD video, I actually did get a couple questions, but the questions were actually all about my strings. So, I just wanted to go over a few things. So within this video, I'm just gonna talk, but basically I will be answering all the questions that I got. So, as I said in my first video, well, as I exaggerated in my first video, I said that my strings felt like staples shoved up my vagina. Yeah, that was a little bit over the top, but what I was really trying to stress was that yes, I could actually feel them, and they didn't feel nice. They were pinching a little bit. I did some research, lots of research, before I decided to get this device, and one of the things I was reading was that you can wrap the strings around your cervix, but for some reason mine just weren't wrapping properly. I'm not sure. Today is Sunday, so it's been a week and 2 days since I've had the device placed, and I feel great. And my update is actually I'm feeling much better about the strings, and the uncomfortableness of the device itself has all pretty much dissipated. So that's great. What I have noticed, it just takes some time and some patience, but what I have noticed is that my strings, they seem a little bit more pliable, like they bend more now. So naturally, after they, I guess they needed time to settle or whatever, naturally, now that they're more pliable, they have kind of wrapped themselves around my cervix and tucked underneath. So I'm feeling very, very comfortable, which is great. And one of the other, it wasn't a question, but more of a comment, really. One of my friends who watched this video said, I didn't even know there were strings attached to that IUD. Yes, there are strings attached to the IUD. From the commercial on TV, everybody will know it's a T-shaped intrauterine device. It's T-shaped, and it sits right inside of the uterus. The strings basically are attached to the bottom of the device, and they protrude through the cervix, and they rest in the vaginal opening. The strings are basically there for removal, pretty much. So there's that. I was also asked if I felt that my strings were still too long and what I was going to do about it, because in the first video I was complaining a lot, and I said that I was going to have my obstetrician trim them. I no longer want him to trim them, number one, because I'm comfortable, but number two, because a few of the risks of this IUD are you can actually lose it. It can fall out, or it can protrude up into the uterus further than what it's supposed to, and it can also perforate the uterus, meaning that it can actually break through your uterus, in which case you more than likely will not be able to have children ever again, which is pretty scary. So knowing this, and knowing that I plan to use this device for as long as possible, 5 years at max. I'm definitely trying to go for it. If at all possible, in my head, I'm going to try to minimize my risk of preparation, or at least be able to keep easy track of my device and where it is positioned in my body. So I'm going to leave my strings long. That way I can always feel for them easily. And if the device itself does move up further into my uterus, I should be able to tell by the length of my strings, and also it'll be a definite indication that it's lost, or it's like way up in there somewhere if I don't feel them. So for personal reasons, so I can keep track of it a little bit better, I'm just gonna leave those strings the way they are. My doctor says he knows best. Maybe I should trust him, right? Alright, so that's pretty much that. Any more questions? I'm definitely willing to answer. Oh, and just on a side note, I figure I'd let you people know. Or rather, well, for some reason, I don't know what it is, okay? I used to be skinny until I started using my webcam, okay? That's how I feel. I feel like the second I flicked this webcam on, I became like 1,000,000 pounds heavier. I don't know why I feel like this webcam makes me look really huge. I mean, I know that the camera puts on 10 pounds. Duh. We've all heard that, okay? But for me, I'm looking at myself and I really feel like I put on 100 pounds. I don't know. Maybe it's the shape of my face, or the way my hair is, or I don't know, okay? But I feel like I look huge on the screen, and I just want to let you guys know I'm pretty petite. Even after having a baby, I am still pretty petite, and I have lost all of my baby weight, okay? So looking at myself in this camera sometimes makes me feel sad. But maybe I'm like being a girl, or maybe I'm just exaggerating again, because I tend to do that. I tend to, like, push it a little bit. I don't know. Leave me some love. Drop me a comment. I'm signing out, people. It was great. See you next video. Bye.